Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for IAME Cadet. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, you did just hear Anthony Jordan say the words "Core Blimey" in the year 2021 on the live stream. But there we are. So, Core Blimey, Governor. We got another kart race on the go. There's Auntie Catherine Price on the circuit there, making sure that all the Wera Tools branding looks in the right position. Here we go. Next race up, race 27. All the next races we have for you, ladies and gentlemen, capacity 34 starting grids. So the action is going to be absolutely spectacular. The race at Shennington Cadet was won by George Edgar. Edgar starts fourth on the grid. There is a huddle of cadets down in the shade. Now, it was the cadet Hondas that were huddling to get out of the rain at Clay Pigeon. Shennington was nice and sunny, but it was nowhere near this hot. And there are the drivers, and again, drivers, they're hydrating. Down the front, you've got Roman Kanyab there on the right-hand side of your screen. In the middle of your screen, you've got, Zach Drummond on the left. And in the middle, that looks like Noah Wolf in the middle there. Hello, there we are. At the background there, we've got more Fusion drivers. Ben Smith is amongst them. Harrison Mackey is there as well. And there's George Edgar holding on to his umbrella. And it's got 4 minutes or so to go before this one. On the other side of the grid, the drivers that don't have the shelter, they're clinging to, anything. There's Jensen Graham, young Scotsman. Now his mechanic. There we go. Potential here. Nice sunglasses, trainers, bright orange. Oh, look at that. They're good mechanics trainers. They're very good mechanics trainers. Now, do we have an earpiece in? We probably got an earpiece in. Let's have a little look around there. Thank you, Stu. Yes, earpiece in. Tucked down behind. Is it? Oh, it's behind him as well. He's got the team shirt on. Has he got the team shorts? Has he got Fusion Motorsport shorts? I think he does. Ding, 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 ding. Kart mechanic bingo winner, ladies and gentlemen. Whoop, whoop. Yes. Oh, that's made my day, that has, Anthony. Oh.
I honestly, Henry, I can't leave you alone for 2 moments out of this conversation.
Go home happy now. We tried to have fun with all the personalities. Again, karting, ladies and gentlemen, it is like a big family. It's a bit of a dysfunctional family, and not everybody always gets on. Somebody occasionally gets drunk at dinner and has to be thrown out, but, it is a family. These kids, these teams, these mechanics, they go round and round the country, week in after week out. There's Sam Pollitt racing number 20, Freddie Housley, and, we try and get to know as much of them as possible. You're watching this live from wherever you are in the world. This is why the British Kart Championship is the best. And a lot of effort goes into making these young men and women. Oh dear, let's put his trousers up there, that mechanic. Oh dear me. There's the Ultimate R, number 43, Joseph Murphy. And the Ultimate R team have been making really good progress here in the British Kart Championship this year. Taking it to the big guns. And a little bit further back there's some of the Paul Munn racing drivers. You've got Kit Malowski, you've got Morgan Moore, so you've got Kanish Grau there, but they're focusing on this. Yeah, there we go, say hello, that's right. So the PMR driver program entries. There's Jacob Ashcroft. Now watch for Jacob Ashcroft in the number 42 kart. Had that incident in the pre-final, got spun around, so he'll be trying, you can see where the incident was, you can see by the scuff on his number 42. That's what happened to Jacob in the pre-final. Oh, there's Mr. Marlowe looking fine there. One of the Paul Munn Racing driver mechanics. Now there's Alex T for the Paul Munn Racing team. He's Kit Bolofsky's mechanic. I promised not to make fun of Alex T at all on the live stream this year. So do you know what? I'm going to be true to my word, and I'm not going to make fun of him. Right. I'm going to make fun of Jake Dalton standing there instead, looking like a male model as he walks on, one of the Oliver Rowland Motorsport mechanics. There's Jensen Graham. There's Jakey Boy. Yeah, all right. How do I hear? Cracking job there. Oh, go on, Jake. Oh, all right. Yeah. Can't say the word Jake says. It's like me, but he's from the north. He is. Yeah. But he's doing a great job. He's a mechanic in a way for the Oliver Motorsport team. And again, smart. Thinking that keeping that neck warm. You should have had the same idea. Have a towel around the old Gregory Peck there, Anthony. He's Jesse Phillips, driver number 26. Good job for Jesse. Now, I remember at Mansell Raceway last year, it was Jesse's 9th birthday on race day. So, of course, that was about a year ago. You know, no, it wouldn't have been. It was been late. You know, it was sort of like late 2020, so end of August type. End of August, beginning of September 2020. So, you know, Jesse Phillips, you know, still one of the younger cadets in the field and doing a great job staying up near at the sharp end. There's the number 27 of Jensen Graham. Here is a look at the starting lineup brought to you by motorsport-timing.co.uk. Noah Wolf and Roman Kamyab on row number 1. Row 2, Zach Drummond and George Edgar. It looks like Jorge's faster on row 2. Daniel Sofronea and Ben Smith on row 3. Then Jesse Phillips and Lewis Werrell on row number 4. Row 5, Jensen Graham and Harrison Mackie. Row 6, Portugal's Rodrigo Seabra and Finley Buck. Row 7 will be Antoni Witkowski and Aston Sharp. Row 8, William Murtaugh and Henry Domain. Row 9, Zach Green and Freddie Housley. Row 10, Kit Bolofsky and Fred Green. Row 11, we've got Sky Parker and Kanish Grau, then Joseph Murphy and Jacob Ashcroft. Further back in the starting lineup, Archie Lovett, Riley Cranham, Jensen Jones, Flynn McDermott. And then the last couple of rows, Harley Musk, Oscar Cartmail, Cameron McPhee, Noah Baglin, and shotgun on the field, Henry Carter and Ethan Woodward.
There you go, you got it all out there, didn't you, Henry?
Don't doubt me, Mr. Jordan. We got it in. Now, we got 34 karts, 15 minutes, plus a lap. This race could be one of the best you'll see all year. Let's hope so. Fingers crossed. Lights out. We're off and racing down to turn 1. A whole sea of fusion karts covering the track. They all get to the apex of Stowe Corner. They're 5-6 wide in the pack. And the best cadets in the world get round cleanly.
Yep, great start there. A little jostling on the curb there for the 41. That was Antoni Witkowski there, just clipping that curb at the exit of the Willows chicane. Rest of the field go through again. A bit of jostling on the curbs, but again, nice and clean. Everyone gets through. Well done, IAME Cadet.
Indeed, and they're still all facing that rate. Good, clean start. Now, this is where, we got one with the Ultimate R kart to the back of the grid. Was that an Ultimate R kart? Or
It was
that
the 43.
It was the 43. So it was
Joseph Murphy. It was an Ultimate R kart. Well done.
Bouncing around, yes. And now we're going to try and get, the teams are going to try and sort of get together. We've got 4 fusion karts heading the field, led by Noah Wolf, number 45. Then it's George Edgar, number 17. Then it's Zach Drummond, number 5. And Ben Smith, number 47. Then the first, the Oliver Roller Motorsports car, that very deep blue-purple crash helmet of number 44, Daniel Sofronea. In fact, Sofronea makes a move. He's trying to cut his way into that fusion freight train to stop them working together. The more that he sort of makes a nuisance of himself up at the front, the closer his teammates who are behind him can get. But the fusion, good work there by Zach Drummond and by Ben Smith and Jensen Graham to ease Sofronea back a couple of places. Now, last time out, it was Edgar, Sofronea and Domain, the top 3 at Shennington. At Kimbolton a year ago, Zach Drummond beat Nathan Tye and Macaulay Bishop. It was a fusion, Oliver Roller Motorsport, Paul Munn Racing. Each team had one on the podium.
They did indeed. So, it's very close to the barrier there, wasn't it?
Yeah, Harrison Mackie getting eased wide there, coming out of turn number 1. Sorry, that was Jensen Graham. The 27, sorry, the Scottish driver coming over from Honda Cadet into IAME Cadet this year.
Still, nonetheless, very close to the wall.
It was very close to the wall.
It was very
close
close
to
the
the
wall. Oh, yes. Well, there you go. Zach Drummond takes the lead then. Noah Wolf being nerfed out wide, loses 3 positions in one corner.
So close to just dropping that wheel off the curb onto the grass and losing all sorts of traction.
Yes, indeed. The 95 in the back of your shot also went off the circuit slightly. That was Kit Bolofsky. Back on track, though, and keeps it on the straight and narrow. 12.5 minutes to go then, and screaming down in towards turn 1. Fantastic shot there of them all coming into view.
Oh, brilliant.
Beautiful shots there. You just see the heat haze from the engines as they whiz past here at Kimbolton.
Yep, George Edgar, fastest lap of the race, pushing Zach Drummond along as they go into Derek's corner on lap number 4. It's a 4-car freight train at the front, but there's not a lot of room back to 5th position. There is a change for 3rd position. That's Wolf back into P3. Head down. Still got the lead. It's now Lewis Werrell in Kart 6. No, it's so sorry. Sofrenair was so close up behind Ben Smith's kart that I didn't even see him there. I thought it was Lewis Werrell, the first of the ORM karts, but Werrell's the second of the ORM karts. Still, Sofrenair, 5th, the only Fusion driver in that league group, the only non-Fusion driver in that league group, holding up the ends of Ollie Rowland Motorsport at the moment, but Werrell in the number 6 kart is not far back in 7th place, and he's got his teammates Jesse Phillips and Henry Domain right with him. 10th is Harrison Mackie. Then it is the leading privateer, Zach Green. So, you know, we talk about privateer drivers in other classes. There's a change for the race lead. Drummond goes from 1st to 4th in a whip snitch.
It was very close, but again, it's just what they were doing in the previous races. You've got to remember, Noah Wolf just hit the exit curve there and has gone very wide, so a mistake there. I'm not sure if it was contact, but yeah, Noah Wolf there, disaster, loses 3 positions.
And just look, that first group of karts there, the next kart in line, number 53, Zach Green, privateer driver on a Tony kart. There he is. I know he's got the strawberry racing thing, but he's designated in the championship as a privateer driver, so I'm going to go with that. You know, to compete as a privateer, up at the front, there's number 15 kart. That is Fred Green, another privateer. I'm thinking they may be related. They're both on Tony karts. They're down as privateers, and that is fantastic for them to be up this high at this event, at this level, against all these teammates. And there's teammates working well together, and there's teammates not working so well together. As you can see, bits of hand gestures going on, but Edgar leads from Ben Smith in 2nd place. Now, Ben Smith, he's only 17th in the championship coming into today. This championship is going to go absolutely down to the wire. 10 minutes to go, and there is the leading privateer doing so well on lap number 7.
Yes, indeed, you are correct, and it's still all action, though, the midway through that field. There you go. There is your 53 there on screen, 11th place. Back here at the front, though, seems to be a little bit scrappy between Mr. Wolf and Mr. Drummond.
Yeah, it's sort of separating the top 2 away from everybody else.
Yeah.
So that's not good. So you've got Edgar and Smith in the top 2, and then it's Graham now in 3rd. Then it's Wolf in the 45 and Drummond in the 5. And nope, there goes Zach back up inside, and he's got Lewis Werrell trying to push his way through.
This is unusual sights because we don't usually see this from the Fusion bunch, do we? We see a line astern.
Yep, but of course, there's, every year, drivers graduate out of cadets and new drivers come in. So I mean, I'm looking at like George Edgar, he was with Fusion last year. So was Zach Drummond, but like Ben Smith, Jensen Graham, Noah Wolf, they're just coming into Fusion. So teammates take a little bit of time to get used to one another, and how to play nice.
Yeah.
Yes, now if you're not careful, if you misbehave, we'll take your toys off you. That's the problem. Zach Drummond up to 3rd place again, and it has, Anthony, you were right, it's allowed the number 6 of Lewis Werrell, the number 26 of Jesse Phillips to close in. We've now got 5 Fusion karts, 3 Ollie Rowland Motorsport karts in the top 8.
Yep, there we go. Now they're all starting to scrap. Any one of this top 10 could win this race, and it is fantastic to see. You can just see there the 55 diving down the inside, or it's the 65, sorry, of Henry Domain, gets that job done on your screens in front of you. And 8 minutes plus that 1 lap to go. 5-second time penalty for the number 21, Noah Baglin.
Well, he's down in 31st place. So that's going to drop him back to 33rd. All 34 drivers are still running.
Yes. So good start then.
8 minutes to go. Look at this train of cadet IAME karts down all the way back to Jensen Graham. It's actually it's the top 10, and you could throw a paper towel over them.
You could, yeah. You could jump once and clear the entire grid as they went underneath you.
Yes,
so close.
You try it first.
Then
I'll have a go.
Yeah.
But in 11th place now, Kit Bolofsky in kart number 95 for the PMR team. He's leading the charge in 11th place, ahead of Aston Sharp, Will Murtaugh. Then it's the privateer Zach Green, Anthony Witkowski, Jacob Ashcroft up to 16th place. Then it's the leading Ultimate R kart of Finley Buck and Portugal's Rodrigo Seabra.
Yeah, now looking at them, they look like they've separated in 2x2x2s once again.
Noah's Ark type.
Noah's Ark type, yes, it is. Well, it's always like this in that midfield section in the IAME Cadet. Of course, they all get to this sort of stage where they're all running at pretty much identical pace. You know, it's at that tough time, but at the moment, again, just all single file, no overtaking manoeuvres, but everyone doing the same times.
Yep, absolutely superb. And of course, you know, you misjudge your braking point by, you know, 5 metres at these speeds, and you've taken out not only yourself, but the 2 drivers in front of you.
Well, 5 metres is actually quite a lot.
Well, exactly, that's why I said the 2 drivers in front of you.
Yeah. I would understand if it was missed your braking zone by about 5 centimetres.
Well, yeah, okay.
Maybe a little bit more than that.
I might exaggerate. Anyway.
5 metres, they're in the tyre wall.
Lead change. And that was maybe my problem when I was racing. Edgar back to 3rd place. Up into the lead goes Ben Smith. Say Smith has never finished on the podium at this level before. He's only 17th in the championship. Well, I mean, he was 17th coming into the day. He's now leading. Let's have a look to see how close this championship is by taking a glance at the points as we reach the midway point.
There they are.
You can see that Ben Smith is now into 7th in the championship. Oh, he's probably lost a couple of places there. Edgar still leads by only 3 points at the moment from Drummond. Werrell got so Werrell is 7th there in 3rd position in the point standings. Werrell moving up ahead of Edgar, so that's going to drop Edgar back a few more spots, and Edgar's going to get freight trained. But you can see, yeah, you got Henry Domain. He's not having a great round at the moment. Sofronair is right there in 4th. There's Noah Wolf, Ben Smith, and Roman Kamiab. We didn't see what happened to Roman Kamiab. He's not been a factor. Started 2nd, lost out big time at the start, and Roman Kamiab is all the way down in 19th position at the moment, and that has dropped him out of the top 6 in the championship. As we look around, there's Jensen Graham running a little bit wide coming out of Kimbolton corner. And up at the front, it's Edgar. No, it's Drummond, sorry.
Yeah, it's Drummond. Yeah, so it's massively changed around in that last lap. So positions are gone awry, and Oliver Rowland Motorsport is right up at the sharp end now with Lewis Werrell in 3rd place.
And Henry Domain fighting his way back in the number 65 car, back into the lead group.
Yeah, exactly that as well. But now leading the way is Zach Drummond from Noah Wolf. They weren't working well with each other earlier on. I think they are now that they're at the front, and I just think they'll be like, right, okay, we're at the front again now. I'm calm, let's go.
And here comes Lewis Werrell into 3rd position as well. Drummond and Wolf will see that they're working together is helping them pull away. They'll turn around and see they haven't got a teammate behind them. They've got an Ollie Rowland Motorsport driver behind them. That will give them extra motivation if ever it was needed to work together a bit more. 4.5 minutes to go. The start of lap number 14. Werrell, though, is within about 3 or 4 kart lengths, so he's still in the slipstream. And we've now got 5 karts breaking away with Edgar and Phillips 4th and 5th. Then is a gap back to Smith in 6th, Domain 7th, Sofronair 8th, Mackie 9th, and Jensen Graham in 10th place.
Indeed, yes. So eyes on this top pack at the moment with under 4 minutes to go. Like we say, Drummond leading from Wolf. Werrell right there in 3rd place. A little bit of a gap opening up between the top 2 and the top 3 again. It's 2 by 2 by 1. The top 5 there, very close between each other. Not split up by more than less than a second between the top 5. It's incredibly close as they enter turn number 1. Again, no position changes. Everyone just slotting into position and pushing each other along. Again, they've had their scrap. They've had their little battle. Now it's time to see what happens. And
that is a great example of when we talk about slipstreaming. You saw Edgar just literally, he's not bumping. He's resting his nose on the rear bumper of the kart in front, and that just eases the other kart along. And you can see that Werrell has now caught them thanks to Edgar. So Edgar, doesn't matter, what graphics kit is on the kart, are going to work together as much as you can. And there's the chasing group. The chasing pack, well, poor old Daniel Sofronair has dropped back to about 17th position on this lap. It's... and who's that peeling out?
Is that Drummond?
I think, Drummond on the outside there loses 4 or 5 places. Werrell's up to 2nd. It is Drummond, just being squeezed out. Freight trains to the back of the lead group. Wolf first. I know, you're looking a bit incredulous there. What was that? He's coming straight back at them. He's gone 2 positions in 1 corner there.
Well, it didn't look like he'd been nerfed out wide at turn 1. It looked like he'd given the positions up before they even got to turn 1. It looked like he was allowing them down the inside. That's why I had the confused look on my face. Maybe it's tactical. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's wind. maybe it's just wind, Anthony. But it's now, there we go, up to 2nd place. Up to the race lead, goes George Edgar. And Drummond, a lap ago, he was letting them all go. Fast forward 989 metres, and he's back into third, going for second.
Yeah.
Edgar, though, has the lead, and Wera and the number 26 of Jesse Phillips. What a performance from Jesse Phillips at the moment. And now they're signalling Wolf and Drummond. They've got to work together. They've got to catch George Edgar. We said how close the championship battle was. But of course, you know, if a driver wins the first two finals of the year, that means they can be quite tricky to overhaul, especially when you start factoring drop scores in later in the season. They're all looking over their shoulder. And Henry Domain is there in 6th position. He's the first driver in the second group of karts. 90 seconds to go, Anthony, and another change of lead. It's Wolf, under Drummond and Edgar, wheel to wheel. That's going to slow them down, Anthony.
Oh, it definitely will slow them down. They're going to be compromised. Drummond's definitely compromised going into turn 1 because the number 6 of Lewis Wera is all over the back of him now as they go through turn 1. Again, no position changes here. They all stay in single file. 1 minute left on that timer plus the 1 lap. But you could just see as they were going through, it was right on the edge of just snagging and going, wasn't it?
And there's another lead change, is there? Oh, the two, Wolf and Edgar collide going into Derek's corner there, wheel-to-wheel contact. Edgar comes off worse. Edgar was going for a move on the lead. They were side by side. The corner was coming. They had to turn in, and there was just not enough room for two cars. It's now Drummond, Wera and Phillips. We started this race with 5 Fusion karts leading the way, and now with 30 seconds to go, Zach Drummond, the sole tyre on the top of his crash helmet. He is Fusion's lone bullet left in the gun at the front of the field. He's got the Ollie Roller Motorsport karts of Wera and Phillips with him, but back into contention comes Wolf. It's a Fusion 1-2 again. Great stuff, Anthony. Next time by, they'll get the last lap board.
It was a great turn through turn 1 for Noah Wolf. Got those 2 positions done and dusted. Absolutely fantastic to get himself back up to second place. As soon as he gets into second place, immediately says to Drummond, okay, let's go again. Let's try and redo that. Yeah, and again, you can just see it there. It's a train of Oliver Roller Motorsport karts behind, 2 of them. Wera and Phillips.
Yep.
So it's going to be absolutely no sell. Now look, you see.
And here comes Henry Domain. Yeah, Henry Domain is back there. It says Ben Smith. There's Jensen Graham. You've got the number 16 car of Will Murtaugh up into 8th place. Last lap, ring the bell. Just bring them all home, guys.
Oh, indeed they do. Into turn 1, a little bit of a nudge there, and
side by side, Wolf's going for it. Wolf's going for it. This side by side. Wera can't get through. He literally, there's karts everywhere. He had the pace, but there was no way he could get through.
It was a tough way all the way through that one as well, but Drummond's got a bit of clear air. Phillips, great result. One of the Fusion karts going off the track there.
Exit stage left for the number 47 of Ben Smith.
Yep, not the best end to the race on this one. Look over the shoulder. Oh, Noah Wolf goes off wide at the exit of Dan Weldon corner. He's out of contention now as well, so it's Drummond from Phillips, from Wera as they go through. But as they exit out of there now, who's going to come to the finish line first? It's going to be Zach Drummond with his hand in the air, with Jesse Phillips taking second place and Lewis Wera taking third.
Well, we said at the start of the broadcast, Drummond won this race a year ago, but he won it because another driver got penalised who crossed the line in front of him. And now he's won one on the road. That will be spectacular. Be interested to see if he did let them all go on that one lap, Anthony, when you go and speak to them. But Jesse Phillips, that's a first podium for Jesse in the British Championships. A great drive. Lewis Wera finishing in 3rd position. Another fantastic performance. Well, that's Fusion's 6th IAME Cadet wins to start the 2019. Behind the top 3, Henry Domain finishing 4th, Jensen Graham 5th, Will Murtaugh coming home in 6th place, George Edgar, the Shellington winner, down in 7th, Daniel Sofrenet is 8th, and fans of the privateers are the underdogs. Zach Green finishes in 9th place in kart 53 on a Tony kart. Then it's Jacob Ashcroft from 24th to 10th, great drive from Jacob. Anthony Witkowski is 11th, Ben Smith 12th, Finley Buck, great drive from Finley Buck in 13th position, followed by Kit Bolofsky in 14th, Harrison Mackie 15th. Then we had Roman Kamyab 16th, Aston Sharp 17th, Noah Wolf all the way back to 18th there at the end. Looking on the screen there, some absolute scenes there down in the paddock. Lots of emotions as always as the cadets go and get congratulated, from mum, dad, mechanics. Seabra was 19th, McPhee was 20th from 31st on the grid. Then it's Wales' Sky Parker, followed by Freddie Housley, Fred Green, Archie Levitt, Kanish Grau, Ethan Woodward, Riley Cranham, Henry Carter, Oscar Cartmail, Noah Baglin, Joseph Murphy, Flynn McDermott, Harley Musk and Jensen Jones. All 35 starters finished that race, which is what you want to see. I said that it would be a great race, and it was at the end. We had teammates working together, teammates colliding, and people from different teams working as one to try and get themselves up there. We had tactics, we had overtaking, we had defending, and eventually we had a winner. Scotland, Zach Drummond, has come away with victory there. And already on the live chat, there are people saying that Drummond deserves a Driver of the Day nomination from that one. And, well, possibly Jesse Phillips as well. We shall have to see. Anthony Jordan has caught up with the top three down in the pits. Let's go and see what they've got to say.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Henry. Yes, a dramatic IAME Cadet final. We always expect it, we always see it, and we never get disappointed with it. But Zach Drummond, that looked like touch and go for nearly 90% of that race. We had no idea who was going to win it. It was all down to the wire, but what a result.
Yeah, the last 2 laps were absolutely mental. Like just chopping to see who'd get a victory, but turns out to be, so it's good.
No, it was excellent. Now, of course, with the last couple of laps to go, you were leading the way, and then you suddenly went slow on the start-finish straight, and then went down into fourth. Was that an issue, or was it just a mistake on the track?
I think I got overtaken on the last corner, and then I just got I got squeezed out wide, so I had to back off, and then they got away.
Okay.
So.
Well, it worked out well in the end, didn't it? Because you got back up to the front as well. You were having a tough old battle with your teammate Noah Wolf as well, who unfortunately had ran out wide as well at one of the corners. But, a great result, a great start to the season as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyone you'd like to thank at home?
My mum, my dad, my sister, Fusion, Dan Hazelwood, Neil Doran, and Jack.
Excellent. Perfect. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Excellent. Let's have a chat with second place now, Jesse Phillips. Jesse, this is the first time we've had a chat on the podium, isn't it?
Yeah, this weekend we were just hoping for a top 5 or top 10, but turned out that we were all scrapping there, and I got lucky and they caught back. But when it was like last lap and they all started to defend, I could see Ben Smith behind us with number 47, and I was thinking, come on boys, they're going to catch up, but they just kept defending, and at the end just got lucky and went for the move into second, and Lewis Wera dropped back, and that was the race, and we got second, luckily.
Now, you say it was luck. You can't put it down to luck because there was definitely some skill involved in that one, I have to say. But second place, a great result for you and the team. Obviously, Oliver Rowland Motorsport. You always have a furious battle with the Fusion team. It's always a very great battle. But, yeah, great to get a second place.
Yeah.
Anyone you'd like to thank?
Well, my mechanic and all my family watching back home. And, yeah.
Excellent. Give him a wave. Excellent stuff. Well done there to Jesse Phillips. And then we'll have a quick chat with Lewis Werrell, third place man. Lewis, again, great result on that one, third. It was tiring for us to talk about it. It was tiring for us to watch it. I can't imagine from your point of view living it. But, yeah, lots was happening all the way through that race, wasn't it? Talk us through.
So at the start, I gained a few places. I got up to about 6th. And then me and my teammate Jesse Phillips were pushing up to the Fusions, and we overtook a few of them, and then there was a really hard battle against them because they started defending, and it was a good race. I think I could have done a bit better, but I'm pretty happy with third.
I'd be very happy with third place. It's a great place to be, and I'm sure we'll see you in more of these podiums later on in this season. But, yeah, a great result. Very well done.
Thank you.
Anyone you'd like to thank at home?
I'd like to thank Oliver Rowland Motorsport, my mum, my dad, my 2 brothers, and my 2 granddads.
Excellent stuff. Well done, Lewis Werrell. 3rd place in the IAME Cadet. A great result then, and again, another fantastic result for the IAME Cadets. But next up, it's time. It's the penultimate race of the weekend here at Kimbolton. It's time for Junior X30.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podium presentation for round 2 of the 2021 Wera Tools British Kart Championship for the IAME X30 and TKM classes. Now, we're going to introduce the top 3 drivers, the leading privateer and the best placed rookie for each class, as well as the winning mechanic. So, without further ado, let's get things underway with IAME Cadet. Now, making their way up onto the podium, first of all, the best placed privateer in the race, finishing in a stunning 9th place overall, it's Zach Green. Well done. So Zach gets the IAME hat, the best placed privateer trophy. Now on to the best rookie. He finished on the podium last time at Shennington. Just missed out this time, finishing in a fantastic 4th overall. The leading rookie, Henry Domain. There we go. Well, Henry sorts out his IAME cap. We move on to the top 3 now. A fantastic race. I've got to say that those of you that watched the post-race interviews with Anthony Jordan, these 3 drivers all did themselves a wonder amount of credit. They spoke very well about each other and on camera, finishing in 3rd place. This time, it's driver number 6 for Oliver Rowland Motorsport. It's Lewis Werrell. Sorry, I'm trying to kill Chris Walker from kartpicks.net there. Finishing in 2nd place, easily his best finish in the Motorsport UK British Kart Championship so far. For Oliver Rowland Motorsport, it's Jesse Phillips. So Jesse gets his official photographs from Chris Walker. But now we move on to the race winner. A year ago here at Kimbolton, this driver eventually took his first win in the championship, but he didn't cross the line first that day. Today, he definitely did. For Fusion Motorsport, it's Scotland's Zach Drummond and his winning mechanic, Sam Fugit. Oh. No, Sam Fugit's next up. Chris Drummond, the winning mechanic. Sorry, apologies to Sam Fugit. They're getting ahead of myself. That's next. Chris Drummond, the winning mechanic. Your top 3. Leading privateer and leading rookie. So congratulations, there is your podium presentation for round 2 of the IAME Cadet Wera Tools British Kart Championship. Thank you.